Hey guys, welcome back to Blind Strike Exotics. I'm John, and we're going to do the last clutch ID of the year. And this is clutch 18, which was my Purple Passion, which is Mojave Phantom, Leopard Blackhead Male, Tesla, to a Special Lesser GHI Possible Pastel Female. With this clutch, unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to get a whole lot of easy IDs in here. There's maybe one or two that are a little different than the other ones, but everything else is kind of all white. So if you end up nabbing one of these hatchlings, from me once they hit Morph Market, you're basically going to have kind of a surprise when you go to breed it whenever it's ready, because they're all blue-eyed Lucies because both parents are blue-eyed Lucies, but you have the possibility of having blackhead leopard GHI and possibly pastel in there. So one of these snakes could have 3 to 4 extra genes in it, and you'll never know. The one that's most definitive, I'll kind of do last. But the ones that are, and they're already all kind of rowdy, so we'll try to corral them. I'll do the couple ones that I'm pretty sure are lesser. Now it's going to be impossible, I think, for me to tell whether or not these are Mojave or Phantom. I think they're definitely lesser because they're pretty much all white. So, this is going to be a lesser in Mojave or Phantom Blue-Eye Lucy, possible Blackhead Leopard or GHI. Pretty much it's an all-white snake, pretty blue eyes. There looks like there's a faint yellow line in the middle of the back, but that is not uncommon with lessers. And here's another one. And this yellow line, I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely more visible. You can see it right there. So I don't know, what, I'll have to dive into it a little more. There's even kind of like the eye lines here on this one are a little more visible than on this one. So this one must have a little bit different of a combination of genes in there. Maybe this has blackhead leopard or GHI in there compared to this one, just because it's bringing out some color and pattern on there. But these, I would say, are probably definitely both lesser for sure, because the heads are pure white and the bodies are pure white as well. Now, let me see. I think this one might be too. I think this one has a white head. Yeah, this one's white too. Let me get them. They're just running around crazy. This one here looks more like this one, less of a prominent stripe like this snake has. So again, I think all three of these would be lesser and crazy and big. I think this was the one that was like huge when it came out of the egg. I called it tank. But so they're all lesser. This one, it's like, again, it's gonna be very hard to ID them properly because we had 2 blue-eye Lucies. There are 3 to 4 extra genes in play, and lesser, when you combine anything with lesser, it kind of masks everything. I was actually hoping that I would have had lesser in the mix and maybe pulled special out of that female instead to try to get some more extra genes and more pattern and color out of them, but I don't think I hit that. So actually, let me put these 3 away so I don't have to worry about them while I am IDing the other 2 in the clutch, because the other 2 have a little more color, a little more pattern. They have darker heads, so I'm assuming they're probably Mojave. I don't know if you guys have ever seen, super Mojaves, but they typically have darker heads, purpley lavender heads. And this one, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but definitely has a darker head to it. So I'd say this one's Mojave. And it could be lesser because last year I did hatch out some Mojave lessers that they started off with the heads being a little faintly purple. It also could be a special with, GHI or blackhead or leopard mixed in there, because this other one is 100%. This is probably the one with the most color and pattern in it. As you can see, the head's significantly darker, and you can see a lot more color on it. It kind of fades from white to purple to the yellow stripe in the back. So this one's definitely a crystal GHI. So it's Mojave Special, and this is Mojave Special GHI. And again, it could have blackhead or leopard in there as well. But this is the one that has really the most color and the most you know, the most non-white snake. It's actually really cool looking too, the way it fades. It kind of looks like it's like the LA Lakers colors. But these two are the only ones that have any kind of color or definition in the head at all. And this one right here on the right is the only one that has like significant color in it, where I could definitely say, look, that's a special for sure. And it definitely has GHI in it as well. Other than that, the other genes, you know, anybody's best guess. Again, it's kind of like going to be a surprise, you know, if you decide to buy one of these, you know, what actually comes out of it. But let me get this guy up in the light a little better, so you can see what's going on with him there. Definitely has a lot more purple in the head. As you can see, it kind of fades from white to purple to the, I don't know if you can see the yellow stripe on his back. But this snake is really pretty. I don't need any more blue-eyed Lucy's, or else I'd keep them. Him or her, actually didn't sex any of them yet, but really cool snake. And really this is the last idea of the year. We are done. I'm really not breeding anything right now. I have my lightning pieds that were already breeding or being paired up. I haven't noticed any locks yet, but they're both feeding as well too, so that's good. Usually you want to keep getting calories into them as you're breeding the snakes, just to make sure that, you know, when the female is ready to become gravid and lay eggs, that she's kind of has a nice body fat amount in her, so that she's not losing too much weight and that she's producing healthy eggs. So it's the last idea of the year. You know, these snakes, you know, it's mid-October. They should be ready to ship out, hopefully by the beginning of November. And at that point, we're really probably going to wind down shipping too, because it's already 30 degrees here at night. It's been freezing this week. And at that point, it's kind of gets too unsafe to ship, especially to areas north of us. So really, we're going to try to get most of these hatchlings shipped out by the end of November, hopefully, because usually December, January, February are kind of like dead zones for shipping. So my goal is to have most of these snakes ready to ship and shipped out by then. So if you're looking for something, you know, check out my store. I have a bunch of Ultramels still. I'm still working on getting a lot of the urban camo clutch out. And actually, the urban camo females, I don't know if you saw, I decided to sell the urban camo, the really pretty urban camo I made. She's actually ready for a new home right now. She's had 3 meals. She's shed twice. She's defecated. She is ready to go. The second urban camo female that had like the cleft lip, that you know, she looks like she has maybe 1 or 2 small kinks. She's actually eating now too. She's had 2 meals, so she'll be ready to go pretty soon. And a couple of the males are ready. The pied het lavenders should be ready pretty soon. One of them's already had 2 meals, so it should be posting by the time this video goes up, or soon after. And then these blue-eyed Lucy's will be ready soon too. So I mean, I'll probably have 15 to 20 snakes to list through the next month, and that'll be it for this season. Hopefully these lightning pieds are, you know, getting to work, and you know, they'll have eggs for me soon too. But as this season's winding down at this point, you know, I made the video where I kind of redid my rats over there. I'm still waiting for my ARS hatchling rack to come in so that it's ready for next year. And so we're kind of just gearing up for next season, trying to get these females kind of plumped up. I may be trying to look at 1 or 2 more clown males and pied males to pair up, because I have a bunch of pied females and I don't have a ton of males. I think I have 1 clown male and 1 pied male that are really ready. Well, two pied males that are ready to breed. So I probably need to get some more blood in here, 1 or 2 more males to pair up with them. So that's it for today. You know, these cool little guys just shed out last night, so they are, you know, gonna get separated into their own tubs, and they are going to start getting fed, and hopefully you'll see them soon in a morph market. Thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.